Remember when sci-fi actually trusted you? Back when stories moved slowly. Characters had real breathing room. The danger wasn't always an alien army. Sometimes it was the bosses behind the camera. Earth Final Conflict didn't collapse from a bad premise. It broke because they kept changing things. The main hero, dead. The general tone, swapped. The deep lore, erased. The bad guys, swapped out. In the end, Earth Final Conflict was unrecognisable, but somehow it ran for 5 years. That is easily the biggest shock. The show debuted back in 1997, and right away Earth Final Conflict stood out. This wasn't a standard sci-fi project. It was a deep political drama. New aliens land on the planet, they wipe out sickness, they give us free technology, they bring true peace. The world looks ideal, which immediately triggers your alarm bells. Because what's the catch? Enter the hero, William Boone. He is hired as alien security, but he secretly aids the human rebels. It's a game of espionage, deep secrets, high stakes. Every chat counts, every move has weight. Year 1 dropped the big pyrotechnics. It focused on paranoia. Can we trust these guests? Are they real saviours, or are they conquerors using zero weapons? It's a flawless premise. Viewers completely hooked into it. Then the suits stepped in. They wanted more mindless action. Season 2 of Earth Final Conflict arrived, and a single choice broke the show. The main hero written out. Think about watching The X-Files early on, and Mulder drops out after 1 season. It totally kills your investment in the story. Enter the new lead, Liam Kincaid, part human, part chimera, grown up in days, packed with special powers. The realistic political thriller died right there. It turned into a generic superhero show. Look, I actually like Liam. Robert Leeshock was great in the role, but the network threw away their own setup. They didn't grow the original concept. They just replaced it. And once you throw out your own rules, you will definitely do it again. That's exactly what happened. Each year changed the entire show. Main faces vanished, actors were cut, big plots just stopped. The old paranoia was totally dead. The mood shifted, the focus swapped, the show lost its soul. Earth Final Conflict had no clear direction left. Then the final season arrived. The Talons were dropped completely. The main alien race was pushed away. Enter the Atavus. Space vampires. I am serious. Space vampires. How do you go from political thrillers to soul-sucking alien monsters? They dumped the past. They hit the total reset button. Boone was ancient history. Liam was completely gone. The classic cast walked away. The core mythology died. You weren't watching Earth Final Conflict. It was a completely different series. This is a classic case of studio pressure, and Earth Final Conflict isn't the only victim. The list is incredibly long. A series finds a dedicated crowd, it locks in its unique identity, it builds serious momentum, then the executives say, we know better. More fights, new leads, shifting tones, new rules, cheaper sets. They tinker until the soul of the show dies. Constant reboots just prove one major fact. The network had no idea why fans loved it. Earth Final Conflict had massive late 90s potential. Instead, the backstage chaos overshadowed the script. The real story happened behind the camera. Did Earth Final Conflict die with William Boone, or did you stick around until the end? Share your thoughts in the comments. What is the worst studio flop you remember? If you enjoyed the video, smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel today. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one, because sometimes the industry is just complete and utter nonsense.